How hard is it to catch 5 tournament caliber bass with no help, no practice on a public body of water? Let's find out.
Okay, we're here on Grand Lake in the first week of June. The water's about 2 feet high, which means there should still be some fish up in the shallow bushes, but because water temperatures are 75 degrees, I know some fish have probably moved offshore as well. Given the bright bluebird skies and no wind we have today, I don't think those shallow fish are going to cooperate as well, so I'm gonna spend my entire day fishing offshore. The problem with that though is I have no idea where the fish are, so I have to spend some time graphing first to find them. I'm gonna start by graphing some gradual sloping points here on the main lake, then maybe head back into some of the creeks. The water on the main lake here is a little bit stained, but hopefully at some point today we're gonna find some big schools of offshore bass. Let's get after it. Got a big one. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. I have a brush pile here. Finally figured out something, I think. These fish are a lot shallower than I was expecting. Oh my gosh. Get over here, fish. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. That is what I am talking about, guys. Fish the moment, offshore jig. 3 hours to find my first fish, but man, it is a good one. That's basically put me a third of the way to my goal already. Beautiful fish, choked. That fish the moment offshore jig out of a shallow brush pile out here. Man, that is absolutely awesome, man. Woo! 6 pounds even, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Lock that weight in. That is a 6-pounder to start the day. Oh my gosh, not a bad way to get the day started. We are now only 9 pounds away from our 15-pound goal. Hopefully we can put a couple more like this in the boat, and we might be able to get this done in 3 fish. Let's go. And she's off. That was awesome, guys. Number 1 down. Let's get a couple more in the boat. Woo! Okay guys, I need to regroup, my hands are shaking. That was an awesome fish. Again, got that in the fish the moment offshore jig in a shallow brush pile. What happened is that when I first got to the lake here, I started looking at some of the community holes, the obvious areas that stand out on the map. But as I was going through this creek, every single community hole had a boat on it. It was crazy. We're out here on a Friday, so it shouldn't even be that busy, but all of the most obvious drops, ledges, and points were covered up with boats. So after about an hour and a half, I realized I wasn't gonna be able to catch those fish on the community holes because I just wasn't able to get on the spots. So what I decided to do is start going to more inobvious areas where I didn't see any boat pressure and start graphing in 20 feet of water all the way up to 5 feet of water. I started out deeper, then got a little bit shallower, and I finally found a brush pile here in about 6 or 7 feet of water, and that's where I caught that fish. This brush pile is kind of out of the way. I don't think a lot of guys will be fishing this, and there's no boats that have been over here all day. So I think that I finally figured out the deal. It takes a long time to graph for these brush piles and find them though. So hopefully I can find a couple more before the day is done. But let's try to get a few more fish out of this area and then find a few brush piles more, and hopefully we'll be able to put 15 pounds in the boat. Let's get after it.
I didn't catch any more fish in this area, so I decided to look for another offshore structure spot in less than 5 feet of water that was going overlooked by the other fishermen on the lake. After another hour of graphing, I found another promising looking area.
Oh my gosh, big one. What the heck? Oh, it came off? Oh, he popped off. What the heck? That was a big one. Oh, they're going crazy up there. I had threw a little crankbait up there and a big one got it. I threw that way up on top of that flat. What the heck? Get it again, fish. That was a big one. I was see a bunch of shad kick up there real shallow, so I went to another little small shallow diving crankbait, and that was a freaking good one. And he just got off. I don't know what's going on. Man, I'm on a great spot here, guys. I'm seeing 5 to 7 inch gizzard shad kicking all over the surface. And I got that one really big bite on the tiny crankbait, threw it for a while longer and didn't get any bites. But this spot sets up perfectly for some giant bass. We have a big shallow flat that drops off sharply into deeper water. The top of the flat's only 3 to 4 feet deep, and those fish are chasing these gizzard shad up on top of it, and I just can't get the right bait, I feel like, get these fish to bite. I've been trying this bigger Magnum square bill after I couldn't get any more bites on the small square bill. I've been trying a big 10-inch worm. I've been throwing even a giant topwater bait, a saltwater spook, and I just can't get these fish to go or bite anything. And whenever that happens, guys, a lot of times it's not that the fish aren't there, it's just you're hitting the spot at the wrong time of day. If I came back here first hour of the morning or maybe right before sundown, these fish might be going crazy, but for right now they're just not eating. So I'm gonna have to probably leave this spot, unfortunately, even though I know there's a bunch of big fish here, because I just can't waste too much time fishing for fish that aren't active.
Really quick, I want to let you know about an upcoming seminar we're offering on our website, fishthemoment.com. Just head to our virtual seminars page. Here you'll find a new seminar about northern natural lakes. We get a ton of requests to talk about lakes that have no creek channels, no big schools of gizzard shad, basically the lakes that look like big grassy bowls. These are called natural lakes, and in this seminar, Randy Block and I are going to be covering how to catch both smallmouth and largemouth bass on these northern natural lakes. We're going to be talking about bass behavior on these lakes and how the lakes up north differ from the lakes down south we talk about in our videos. It'll be very helpful if you fish up north to translate the information that we talk about in our videos and a lot of pro fishermen talk about to your lakes in the northern part of the country. Definitely check out this seminar if you're interested on fishthemoment.com. I actually did manage to get one keeper fish off this spot. It was a line burner, barely 14 inches, and only weighed 1 pound 5 ounces. Because there were so many other fishermen in the creek I was in, I decided to start looking for a new area with less fishing pressure. I started my search on some main lake points. These points looked really good and I saw some bait fish and fish on them, but the fish weren't grouped up due to all of the boat traffic from recreational boaters and wake boaters. This forced me into another creek. I graphed around this creek for about 45 minutes and didn't see any groups of fish offshore. I only had about an hour left in the day, so I decided to spend the last hour throwing a buzzbait down the bank and trying to run into a group of shallow fish with the limited time I had left. However, after fishing a buzzbait down the bank for 2 minutes, I saw a group of fish busting out behind the boat.
Got him. Okay. Oh, there we go. The fishing gods do not want me fishing up shallow. I literally started fishing up shallow for 2 minutes, guys. Then some fish started busting out here in the middle off of a drop. I kind of given up on the whole offshore thing. And then all of a sudden, I'm catching them on a deep diving crankbait. And I don't know what's going on. Apparently, I'm not meant to fish up shallow. That is a nice one right there. I'm gonna get this guy hooked real quick. I need to get this guy weighed. We don't have much time left before sun goes down. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. That's what I'm talking about. Almost a 3-pounder. Nice, healthy fish. Let's get this guy clocked in here. Let's get him weighed or back in the lake, get him released. And then that way I can try getting our fish in the boat. There we go. Let's get this guy back down there. Nice fish. We don't have much time, so I gotta keep going. I don't even know what's out here. It looks like there's a sloping point. There's some shad out there, but I don't know anything else other than that. I was just firing that crankbait out here. There's boats driving all over the place, so I have no idea what's gonna happen next, but there's something out there. I'll graph it and show you guys what it looks like here in a second. I gotta chase them, guys. They're busting on these shad. I don't think they're actually set up on anything because I graphed over this spot as I was idling over to throw the buzzbait and nothing. But for whatever reason, these fish are just chasing shad on this flat. There's nothing going on other than the shad being up here. So I'm just gonna try to stay with them and follow them because I mean, they're busting like that. Got him, here we go. Good one. Same exact deal I was dealing with, guys, in the other creek, honestly. Same water clarity, same depth of water. They're up here on this flat. Big thing is these fish I just don't think are getting any pressure. I think I would have caught fish just like this in the other creek if they weren't as pressured. So changing area of the lake definitely helped. Oh, that was probably not the best decision, but got the result anyways. One hook in them. That's a big spotted bass. Let's get this guy unhooked and see if we can't get one more really quick. Get the scales going, guys. This is like last minute heroics. You know me with the last minute heroics. Oh my gosh, I'm fumbling everything. I do this to Randy all the time, but if you don't give up and you fish to the last minute, a lot of times it can work out really well. So let me get a weight on this fish. Not a giant, but 2 pounds, 4 ounces. There we go. Okay, 2 pound, 4 ounces, lock that in. We are currently sitting at, let's see here, 12 pounds, 8 ounces. One more 2.5 pounder, and we are literally there, guys. Gotta throw that guy back in, see if I can get one more to bite. That was just on that big Magnum square bill I talked about earlier that I was throwing on that last spot. And this is what was happening, guys, on those other areas. Those big gizzard shad were up. Those fish should have been biting, but for whatever reason, I think just the fishing pressure, stuff like that, stopped them. But man, now it's happening on this spot. I was hoping that the fish would go off like this on the other spots I had today, but it's finally happening. And man, this is a good one. Same deal, real shallow point sticking out here. Oh, did he pop off? Oh, he came off. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh crap, that was a 3 pounder right there. That was the fish I needed. Let's see if we can get another one up there. They're up there on this point. Got him. Here we go. Pull up the diving crankbait again. Those fish dropped down a little bit deeper, so they went from the square bill back to the 6XD. Stay on there, fish. Oh, there we go. Nice one right there. I don't think that's gonna be a 2.5 pounder though. I think we're gonna be just short, but we still have a couple more minutes. Maybe I can get another one to bite. Let's weigh this guy though. Man, I can't believe I lost that one fish though. I jumped off a 3 pounder, guys. I jumped off one bigger than that too on the other spot. So they're obviously on this pattern. I figured it out. I just need to be able to land the fish. That's my biggest problem right now. 1 pound, 15 ounces. Not quite what we need. Oh no, we're so close. We are currently sitting at 14 pounds, 7 ounces. Okay, let's get this guy back down there. Oh, we need to call one time. Gosh darn it. And either of those 2 fish I had would have been good. And we still have not yet fished for 8 hours. That's good. We started our fishing day at noon, and I try to get myself 8 hours for these challenges. I feel like that's fair with like a tournament rules and stuff. So we have 30 minutes left, and I got to see if I can get another bite. Oh, there's one. Oh, one hit it. He didn't stay with it though. Got 30 minutes to try to call out and not lose these fish. Golly. Got him. Good one. That feels like a better one. It feels like there's a bunch of them down there too. Stay on there, fish. This is the type of school I've been looking for all day, guys. There we go. I think that one might do it right there. Pretty sure. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. I just have to call out a little one. So that should definitely put me over the 15 pound mark. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. There we go. That calls a 1 pound, 5 ouncer right there. So let's see what that does for us. Boom. 15 pounds, 10 ounces. You can see it down there in the bottom corner. 15 pounds, 10 ounces. We did it, guys. That is so awesome. Let me move us out of here a little bit. Solid fish to end the day. Nothing crazy. I mean, we didn't have the best day in the world, but if I had landed all those fish I missed, we probably would have had somewhere between 17 and 18 pounds. And that's without any practice, just coming out here, figuring it out day of. I feel like also I have a lot of areas, if I was gonna come back out tomorrow, we would hammer them. Beautiful fish right there. Let's get back down there. I'm gonna make a couple more casts, because why not? That school is hot, and man, I just can't resist. They're biting that crankbait every single cast. It's so crazy, guys, because this is the type of school I've been looking for all day, and those spots I was fishing over there in the other creek set up just like this. They had the gizzard shad there, same depth, everything. It's just they were getting so much fishing pressure. And I feel like right here you can see the boats are going past us like crazy, and whenever that's happening, I feel like guys just ignore these type of areas. They're right by the boat ramp. they just maybe have some released fish here, who knows? And because I found kind of an out of the way area that no one was fishing, I'm able to just catch them cast after cast. So definitely keep searching if you start finding a pattern, because usually if you find some areas that look good but you're not getting bit, there is a spot on the lake where they're biting. 15 pounds, 10 ounces, we did it, guys. I did not think we were going to get it done with about an hour left in the day. It was really tough there in Drowning Creek where we started. As you saw, I was seeing a lot of fish on the graph and I felt like I was in some good areas, but the pressure, the fishing pressure, really got those fish in a weird mood and they wouldn't bite. I did find that one out of the way brush pile. I caught that 6-pounder on the Fish the Moment offshore jig. Really great fish. Definitely check out these Fish the Moment offshore jigs at jewelbait.com if you're gonna be fishing some brush piles this summer, and pair it with the new Jewelbait VersaCraw. It's actually kind of cool. I caught my biggest fish today on a bait that I fully designed, both the craw and the jig. Still kind of unreal that that's something I can do. But other than that, really I struggled in Drowning Creek, other than getting one more fish to bite on the Megabass Deep X 300. And then I took this off actually in exchange for that Magnum square bill crankbait. This is a 6 cents crankbait. And I lost that one really good one on the square bill. And then I wanted to try to replicate what I was doing in Drowning Creek somewhere else on the lake, maybe with a little bit less fishing pressure. So I decided to head back down the lake, went into the back of a creek because I was getting a lot of those offshore fish in the very back of the creek. And once I got back in there, I didn't really see that many fish grouped up offshore. So I picked up a buzzbait, started going down the bank, and some fish started busting. Honestly, I got a little bit lucky to find that school of fish. I didn't actually graph that spot very thoroughly before I fished it, but I got that first fish actually on the Strike King 6XD crankbait, and then I caught another keeper on the Magnum square bill, lost a really nice one, then caught 2 more to finish out my 15-pound challenge on that Strike King 6XD, about 8 to 12 feet of water. So pretty great day considering the circumstances. We got here late. All the spots that I tried to fish earlier had already been pounded for like 6 hours that morning. And so it's been kind of an interesting day, but it just goes to show you that fishing pressure can have a lot of impact on your fishing success. And if I'm going to try to continue to catch 15 pounds every challenge, I need to be better at adapting to that fishing pressure by either abandoning the community holes faster and trying to find those out of the way areas, or just going to a new area of the lake and trying to find those fish a different way. I also feel like I could have maybe mixed in some shallow water tactics as well to have some success today. But at the end of the day, we still got the challenge done, 15 pounds. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be coming back very soon with another Catch 15 challenge, so definitely check that out. You'll see the hashtag in the video title, and you'll also see it in all of my videos going forward. So definitely check those out. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. Also subscribe to the Fish Moment channel if you don't want to miss any more videos like this. Thanks again for checking out the video. We'll see y'all next one.